All right, what's going on YouTube? SoCal Actual. Happy Friday yet again. Hope everyone week was really good. Hope all your dreams came true. And if you didn't have any dreams, that's fine too. Hope you didn't have any bad dreams. Hope all your 2A, ventures were great. Wow, got a couple things to talk about today, but as always, we're gonna start off with what's on the table. So get my notes. All right, so I don't know what I'm going to title this, but something to do with SPRs, special purpose rifles. This is mine. This is my 18-inch SPR build, which is loosely, and I will repeat, loosely based off of an MK12 Mod 1. I say loosely because it is not even anywhere near an exact clone. I would consider it more of a clone-ish, but even really not so much until I get the CAC rail. If you know the home, like the main thing you're gonna want for a mod 1 build is that Knights Armament Company free float RAS long, which is not what's on this right here. I have what I personally, and probably some other people in the clone AR game, would consider the next best thing that you can get, while you wait to try to find an FF RAS. I mean, they've been coming back in stock every once in a while. I've been told just to sign up for various, wait lists. I haven't had any luck. A couple of people recently have gotten them, but I'm still kind of waiting to get mine. But next best, I guess, would be the LaRue, this LaRue rail, which is the 12.0. I think you can still just get these on their website. Before we continue, let's go ahead and clear this too. Let's go ahead and back. As you can see, this is clear, nothing going on with the rent. Let's drop that. Here we have for the maglock solution, yet again I have the Hogue Freedom Fighter kit installed, so this isn't going anywhere. But if I use my kingpin right here to pop the receiver open, then I could drop the mag. But when it's closed, I have no access to the magazine release button. So for the maglock situation, we're using the Hogue Freedom Fighter kit plus the AR maglock kingpin. Once again, I've spoken about it on multiple videos. This is my absolute favorite way to do maglocked in California. There's a couple other ways. Watch my video on that so you can get some other ways. But yeah, so pretty much, as I've said in other videos, I'm a huge fan of AR-15s that are more inspired by service clone rifles or military clone rifles or just military rifles. So, my inspiration for this, of course, was the Mark 12 Mod 1. So those have an 18-inch barrel. They have, the nice armament rail. They have a full stock. Sometimes they came with collapsing stocks. I think they were using the SOP mod stock for those. They had arms, scope mounts. They used any number of optics from Leopold's to I think a couple other ones in there. But mine is just kind of a loose clone of that. When I'm able to get the Knights armament rail, I'm gonna swap it out for sure, and put that on here. So what I did is, I got a standard AR, an Aero Precision lower on here. I have a Delton A2 stock kit, mil spec internals. I'm always going mil spec, standard A2 grip right here. Got a Harris BRM bipod. I think this is the 6-9 one. I have the barrel on here is a Ballistics Advantage 18-inch SPR barrel. So this was the barrel that comes with the like the little lip here, so you can get a Allen Engineering Ops core muzzle brake and collar. And this is for if you were in a state that supports the use of suppressors, you could get an Allen Engineering suppressor for these that goes over that. I think Otter Creek also makes a version of that suppressor as well that's based off of that design. Rings, I just got some high, these are standard high rings from Vortex. Yeah, they're not clone correct or anything, but the rifle isn't clone correct, so I don't care about that. The scope is a Conus. Don't know the model, but it's what is this, a 10 to 25. I got it because it kind of looks like, if you squint your eyes really, really hard and, you get hit with a brick and you can't see very well, it kind of resembles a Leupold Mark IV, or Mark IV Yeah, like a Mark IV or something like that. But you know, whatever. That's why I got it. It works. It's a standard mill dot scope. It works. I've shot this up to 400 yards. You know, it's fine. Um, that's pretty much it for the build. Yeah. So let's talk SPRs. I mean, I think if you're somebody who doesn't have a longer range weapon in an AR platform with the intermediate cartridge that is a 5.56 223, I think it'd be a great option for you. My suggestion always, first and foremost, if you're going to get a longer AR, is to just build an M16, man. Just build a 20-inch AR. You get that smoothness out there. They're smooth shooters. They have very little recoil. They just shoot amazingly. 18-inch isn't much different. This shoots really well too. It's very accurate. I haven't done any groups with it because mostly I'm just I kind of zeroed it at 100, and then I started just shooting metal targets. So I'm not really concerned with the groups. I'm shooting like your basic range 5.56 ammo. I'm not shooting any target loads or any hunting loads or anything that would require real precision. I'm just throwing rounds at steel. So that's what I went with. But it is like it gets out there. I can hit steel fairly decently out to like 400 yards and plus. I haven't taken it farther just because my range only goes up to 600. Maybe I'll try 600, but at the range I go to, which is Angela's gun range, it is a bit uncomfortable to shoot from that bench. Their benches are kind of like their longer range slopes up, so shooting on the bench is kind of uncomfortable. I'm gonna have to take my my mat out there and try to shoot prone at the end. There's an area to do that prone, so that's what I'm gonna be doing there. But yeah, I mean, overall, this is probably one of my favorite ARs in my collection. Again, this was custom built. I pieced everything together, so the rail was separate, everything was separate, the barrel was separate, all the ops brake and everything completely separate, the gas block, all that stuff. I put that together myself, and it's a great shooter. I had a couple of issues shooting it at first, just because the ballistic advantage barrel sometimes, if you get the 18-inch SPR barrel, apparently there's like gas port issues, and I thought I was having that, but I think really it was just like a break-in. Like I was getting some failures to hold the bolt open on the last round, but after shooting it some more and getting some gas through the system, it seems like it kind of worked itself out, and then it started shooting like incredibly smooth. So super happy with that. If I ever eventually start doing videos where I'm actually going to the range and taking you guys out there with me, then maybe I'll post some videos of shooting this thing, because this is pretty cool. In the future, I'm gonna absolutely swap this scope out. It's ugly, it's ugly to me. There's a weird like shine to it that I don't like, and I don't have anywhere to paint it since I don't live in a house, so I have to keep it. But yeah, I kind of want to swap it out for like a Vortex Viper PST Gen 1 or 2. Maybe a Gen 1, because they're a little bit more affordable, and I don't need, for me at least, I don't need the features of with the Gen 2 packs, so I don't need to spend that that amount of money for a Gen 2. I think their Gen 2s are around like 650 plus, but the Gen 1s are around like 440 to 500, and there's still plenty in abundance. So that's what I'm thinking I'm probably gonna do. I also tried to get a mock suppressor for this, because they make trainers, and so they go on just like the real suppressor, but you don't get any sound suppression or anything. It's just a trainer, but they're designed for live firing around, so you can get the weight. I'm still gonna look for those. The ones I've seen, Otter Creek makes one, and then also Allen Engineering makes a trainer as well, but they've been out of stock for a while, so unfortunately I haven't been able to get one of those, but that's on the list one day. Also would love to get like some steel 10-round mags for this, or some steel like 5-round mags for this. I think that would look really good too. But yeah, so let me give you guys a couple of up close here. That's heavy. Yeah, it's a little. There we go. Yeah, pretty cool. Love this thing. All right, so what else is going on? Let me check my notes. Oh, huge thing, the ammo thing. So if you don't know, recently we had a case. I think it's Road v Becerra, Road v Bontanao, one of the two. But pretty much it was the case that was going up to to kind of fight back against us us in California having to have a background check every single time we go get ammo. So, you know, that came down. Judge Benitez, St. Benitez, he did not issue, he denied the state's request for a stay. The state is requesting an emergency stay, but I think until then, right now, you are okay to order ammunition straight to your door, at least until that stay is granted. So if you haven't heard, that's the word. I think collectively within the past like 48 hours, we have drained ammunition stock from multiple websites. Like people are just ordering and ordering and ordering because they can. There's a window. This is a very similar phenomenon to what happened during Freedom Week when we all kind of like drained the USA stock of like PMags. And you know, from a California perspective, I mean, hey, you know, I think that what people are saying is make sure you support the ammo retailers who are already shipping to California for FFL 03 and CLE holders. Don't purchase from the people who are just trying to, you know, oh, California's open, let's go now. We never supported you guys before, but now we're going to. I understand if they have ammo you need to get, sure, but try to at least, you know, try to give your funds and your hard-earned California, you know, money to the people who are supporting us. And also make sure you donate to the California Rifle and Pistol Association and the Firearms Policy Coalition, because those were the people, you know, the organizations who helped, you know, fight the good fight. Always keep fighting, you know, always keep donating to those orgs, and always keep supporting, you know, the people who support us in California. Speaking to a couple of guys about this the other day, and I was just basically saying, like, you know, we have a huge amount of buying power here in California. We're a huge market. If I'm correct in my statement, I'm pretty sure we're the only reason Glock still makes the Gen 3. Like, they're on Gen 5. Gen 4 didn't last that long, it seems. They're on Gen 5, but they still make the Gen 3s for us because we buy them. So if just one market can, you know, convince an org to just make one gen that's even older, I mean, that shows you what type of buying power we have. We're huge. There's a ton of gun owners in California, a ton. So there's been a couple of companies I've tried to order parts from, and they give me the old run around, like, you know, California. I just don't support them anymore. You guys don't want to support us. I mean, you know, you want to, you know, laugh at us, say, you know, we're in California and all that stuff, and, you know, communist state. I mean, that's fine. You can have your opinion, but we're people here. We're American citizens here. We want to exercise our rights as well. So, you know, just you know, be on the lookout for those companies who aren't being very supportive of California, and just note them down. Just you know who was there for us and who wasn't. All right, that's enough of that rant. I don't ever want to get too political or anything like that, but, you know, that's what it is. Looking at my notes, see if I got anything else. Oh, so slight other quick rant. I did get a new handgun that I wanted to introduce on the channel, but apparently I might have to actually send it back. The day I went to go pick it up from my FFL, the company issued a recall on it, and I cross-referenced my UPC with that, and it is 100% the one on that recall list. So I'm probably gonna have to send it back to them. Not actually, probably. I am going to send it back to them because there's a pretty potentially, you know, very, very bad flaw with them. They're saying it's a small percentage of the firearms they've made, but, you know, I don't want to keep it in mine be the one that the issue happens to, and something I get hurt or someone gets hurt or something like that. So when I get that back out, I'll put it on the channel and do a video about it. I also got a new rifle that I'm super excited to do a video on. I think I'm gonna do it after my next pistol video. So I've been doing like rifle, pistol. Now that I've done a rifle, I'm gonna go in the collection and grab another a pistol to do a video about next time, and then after that I'll have the new rifle I got that I'm super excited about. So stay tuned for that. I don't think I have anything else. Yeah. So, you know, hey, as always, really appreciate everyone who comments and, you know, looks at the videos and, you know, gains some knowledge from them. Also, just really enjoy talking to people about, you know, this stuff because I think it's very cool. So, as always, you know, thanks for watching. It's SoCal Actual. Please, you know, comment if you want to have some discussion or something like that. Hope you guys have a great weekend, and I'll see you next time. Thanks.